Good morning, students. In the last class, we studied the processes which leading to the separation of pure metal from its ore. So, we studied the 3 steps also, right? Today, we are studying the industrial preparation of iron. Today we are studying industrial preparation of iron. Which are the minerals of iron? Yes, magnetite, hematite, iron, pyrites. These are the minerals of iron. Then, which is the ore of iron, or which mineral can be called as ore? In the last class we studied, right? A mineral which has to be considered as ore should have some properties. Are you remembering? Which are they? Yes, abundance of mineral in the earth crust. That means its abundance should be more in the earth crust. And which is the next one? The second one is the metal should be easily and cheaply separable from the mineral. And the third one, the mineral should contain high metal content. In the mineral, it should be contain high metal content. These 3 are the properties of mineral which has to be considered as ore. So, this all we studied in the last class. Let us study the processes involved in the industrial preparation of iron. Here you can see the image of hematite and magnetite. See the colors. Let us say another image. Yes, this is the image of the iron pyrites. See the color of iron pyrites. Which is it? It is the gold color, right? A yellow brazen color is there for the iron pyrites. So, it resembles with the gold. Hence, iron pyrites is called as fool's gold. The color of the iron pyrites is yellow brazen color, which is resembles with the gold color. Hence, iron pyrites is also called as fool's gold. In the iron pyrites, the iron is present as sulfide ore. That means iron pyrites is a sulfide ore. The iron present in it as a sulfide. It is Fe2S. In the iron pyrites, iron present as a Fe2S, that is a sulfur ore. But in the iron pyrites, it is not considered as ore of iron. It is a mineral of iron, but it is not considered as a ore of iron because it does not have the properties to consider as ore. As I told, the ore of the iron are hematite and magnetite, right? So, let us study the industrial preparation of iron from the hematite ore. Let us study the industrial preparation of iron from the hematite ore. So, as you know, the chemical formula of hematite is Fe2O3. It is hematite. Okay. The hematite contains impurities with the low density. So, how we can remove it? You studied the processes, right? In that concentration of ore, in that we studied the 4 methods. Which method can be used for this hematite ore? Think about it. As hematite ore contains the low density impurities, we can use the hydraulic washing, right? In the hydraulic washing, we can remove the impurities with lower density. So, for the hematite ore, the first method is hydraulic washing. The hematite ore is processed by the hydraulic washing. So, we can remove the impurities with lower density. And at sometimes in the industry, they also use the third method, that is the magnetic separation. From that, they will remove the impurities present in the hematite with the non-magnetic property. The impurities present in the iron ore, they should be non-magnetic, right? Because iron is magnetic. Iron ore will have magnetic property and the impurity will have non-magnetic property. So the impurity is removed from the iron ore. The process is magnetic separation. By using the magnetic separation from the iron ore, we can separate the non-magnetic impurities. Okay, this is the first step. Hydraulic washing or the magnetic separation can be used for the hematite ore. And in the second step, that is the conversion of concentrated ore into its oxide. So, it was done by the roasting. In the roasting, what we have done? In the roasting, we have to heat this iron ore in the presence of air. The iron ore is heated in the presence of air. So, what happens? Water vapors are expelled, right? And another use of this roasting in this method is emission of impurities like sulfur, arsenic, phosphorus, etc. with its oxide. That means in the iron ore, sulfur, arsenic, phosphorus are present as the impurity. So, it will react with the oxygen present in the atmosphere and it will convert into its oxide. The impurities present in the ore will react with the oxygen and forms the oxides and they are expelled from the ore. So, now we got the iron ore, right? This iron ore contains another impurity called silicon dioxide. The iron ore contains the silicon dioxide. So, this was not removed. Hematite is converted into iron by using the blast furnace. Blast furnace is an apparatus used to convert the hematite into pure iron. I told that this hematite contains the silicon dioxide. This is silicon dioxide also removed in this process. So, I told that we are using the blast furnace, right? Why name blast furnace? This is because here we are applying the blast of hot air to the iron ore in the furnace. So the name is blast furnace. Blast of hot air is passed through the iron ore in the bottom of the furnace. That is why this is called as blast furnace. Let us see a schematic diagram of blast furnace. This is the schematic diagram of blast furnace. In this I wrote different temperatures, right? This is the temperature in the furnace, different at a different place. So in the blast furnace the highest temperature used is 2170 or 2200 Kelvin. Temperature is required to convert hematite into pure metal. So here we are putting the mixture of hematite, coke, limestone by using a special arrangement in this. Mixture of hematite, coke, limestone is used in the put on this furnace. So what happens? It comes down, right? So here in the two sides of the furnace we are supplying the blast of hot air in the both the two sides, and here slag comes out, here molten iron or pigs comes out. Let us see what is the process occurring here. As you know, coke means which contains a carbon, and limestone means it is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Hematite is the ore of the iron. Let us see the process which are occurring in this blast furnace. Okay, I told that this coke contains carbon. So this carbon will react with the oxygen and it forms carbon dioxide, and it is a exothermic reaction. That means heat was liberated in this reaction. And as you know, this carbon dioxide again reacts with the carbon present in the coke. So this carbon dioxide again reacts with the carbon in the presence of temperature. That means it is a endothermic reaction. It wants the heat. So it produces the carbon monoxide. At first, carbon and oxygen reacts to form carbon dioxide, and in the next step, this carbon dioxide will react with the carbon and forms the carbon monoxide. So, this carbon monoxide is the reducing agent for the hematite. So, what is the chemical formula of hematite? It is Fe2O3 plus carbon monoxide. It will give the iron, pure iron and carbon dioxide. Fe2O3 will react with the carbon monoxide and forms the 2 iron metal, and so here 3 oxygen is there. Here 3 oxygen is there, so 6 oxygen. Here 3 into 2, 6 oxygen. Here 3 carbon is there. Here also 3 carbon is there, and here 2 Fe. So Fe2. That means 2 Fe is there. Here also 2 Fe is there. So now equation is balanced. So this carbon monoxide is called as reducing agent. Hematite converts into pure iron in the presence of carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide is called as reducing agent. In this furnace, we also put the hematite coke and also limestone, right? So what is the role of limestone? This calcium carbonate will convert into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide in the high temperature. In the furnace, high temperature is there, so this limestone or the calcium carbonate will convert into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this calcium oxide will react with the silicon dioxide, that is the impurity or gang present in the hematite, and it forms the calcium SiO3, that is CaSiO3. Now equation is balanced, right? Ca1 is there, here 1, oxygen here 1, here 2, that is 3. So oxygen 3 is there, silicon 1 is there, here silicon 1 is there. So equation is balanced. Calcium oxide reacts with the silicon dioxide and forms the silicate calcium SiO3. So as I told, this SiO2 is gang. So the CaO is the material used to remove this gang, right? So it was called as flux. Calcium oxide is called as flux. So flux plus gang gives a material. It is called as slag. The product is called as slag. Flux plus gang gives the slag. So calcium oxide is flux, silicon dioxide is gang, and calcium silicate, this is slag. Gang is the impurity present in the hematite, and flux is the material used to remove the gang, and slag is the product obtained by the reaction of flux and gang. So here this SiO2, silicon dioxide, is acidic in nature. Its nature is acidic. So we have to use basic flux. For the acidic gang, basic flux is used. For the basic gang, acidic flux is used. You have to remember it. Here SiO2 is acidic in nature, so we are using the calcium oxide, that is, it is basic in nature. This molten slag, that means calcium oxide, will react with the silicon dioxide, so it will form the calcium silicate, that is slag. So this slag will comes out here. It will be in the molten state. The slag will be in the molten state, and it will comes down because of the lower density. It will be here, and the iron will have the more density, so it comes here. Here molten iron was collected, and here molten slag was collected, and it is removed here, and the molten iron was removed here. So this molten iron is also called as pig iron. This pig iron contains the 4% of carbon, and other impurities like silicon or the phosphorus manganese. The pig iron contains the 4% of carbon, and also silicon, manganese, and the phosphorus. So this iron was called as pig iron. This pig iron is used for the making of pipes, iron pipes, and the valves, and also pump and drainage pipes, and also cylinder blocks, and for the vehicle parts, this pig iron is used. It is hard in nature. The nature of the pig iron is hard, and this pig iron is also used to make the steel. What is the uses of the pig iron? To make steel, to make vehicle parts, and also pipes, valves, pump, drainage pipes. These are the uses of pig iron. And after removal of 4% carbon present in the pig iron is called as wrought iron. Okay. This is about the industrial preparation of iron. In that you should remember which is reducing agent and which is the gangue, which is the flux, and which is the slag. And this reaction you should be remembering. The carbon present in the coke will react with the oxygen and forms the carbon dioxide, and it liberates the heat, and this carbon dioxide again react with the carbon and it will forms the carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide reduces the iron present in the hematite, and the gangue will be removed by using the flux, that is calcium oxide, which is from the calcium carbonate decomposes to form the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide removes the gangue present in the hematite ore as a slag, that is calcium silicate. This is the processes occurring in the blast furnace. In the exam, they will ask the reducing agent and also flux, gangue, slag. Let us see a video.
Extraction of iron. It has been since 5,000 years that man is using iron. Iron is the second most abundant metal in the earth. The most important ores of iron are hematite and magnetite. These ores contain different types of impurities. The first step is to remove the impurities. This is called as concentration of the ore. The iron ore is converted to iron in a blast furnace. This is made of steel in which the inner side is covered using bricks. The mixture of concentrated ore, coke and limestone are added from the top into the blast furnace. A powerful current of hot air is blown from the bottom simultaneously. During the flow of hot air from bottom to top, coke combines with oxygen in the air to form carbon monoxide. 2C on reaction with O2 forms 2CO. Due to this reaction, large amount of heat is released, and thus the temperature of blast furnace increases to 2000 degrees Celsius. Carbon monoxide formed in the furnace reduces the ore. Fa2O3 on reaction with 3CO forms 2Fe and 3CO2. At high temperature, calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. CaCO3 forms CaO and CO2. Then impurities silicon dioxide in the ore reacts with calcium oxide and form calcium silicate, which is known as slag. Flux on reaction with gangue forms slag. CaO on reaction with SiO2 forms CaSiO3. The iron obtained directly from blast furnace is called as pig iron. It contains carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, manganese, silicon, etc. in very small quantities. Pig iron is heated to melting and again solidified to get cast iron. In cast iron, 95% is iron. The iron which contains 0.1% to 1.5% of carbon is called steel.
In this class, we studied the industrial preparation of iron, right? The other parts of this chapter will be studied in the next videos. Thank you.